rise and shine, cupcakes. I low-key had to get myself put together because I kind of looked like a little raccoon when I woke up, and also I got burnt, my scalp did, so it looked like an avalanche of snowflakes on my head, and I had to like get it out. I had to like go like this and tip my head upside down. I'm still kind of doing it. Hopefully I don't have any on my shoulders. It's kind of gross. It looks like dandruff, but it was just a dry scalp from getting sunburnt in Texas. But I don't know what I'm gonna do today. I don't have anything on the agenda. It's 8:30 and this is the earliest I've recorded in a pretty long time. So actually when I got home to Minnesota, I found out that the grass needs to be mowed, and I'm just like, wow, that shocked me because there was absolutely nothing when I left. And then 10 days later I was like, oh wow, look at, there's grass, there's life. I did end up buying a guitar yesterday, and I'll show you a clip here. I'm so fucking tall. All right, can you see me? I'm a freaking giraffe, so I have to keep aiming the camera up so you can get my head in there. Okay, hi. So, bought this. I picked this up on the way to band practice for church tonight because I play the drums and I had to do worship practice. Anyway, long story short, I had to get this cable and I paid the price at Music Mart or wherever the hell I ended up going instead of ordering offline because I couldn't wait, because today, wait for it, I shouldn't have bought this, but I saw it and I had to have it. Dude, it's my first electric guitar. Oh my God. I gotta really get better at playing. So we're gonna plug it in and you guys are gonna plug it in with me. Should have I spent money? Probably not, but did I? I did it anyway. Seriously, it's like the little things in life that keep you happy. And I don't have any children. I did order a guitar strap for it offline. I bought a checkered one off Amazon because I wasn't gonna pay an overpriced price at a music store just to get me by. I didn't necessarily want checkerboard. Well, checkerboard is my theme, but I didn't know if it would go with this guitar. This is a Schecter 6-string, and I think the color is called Aquaburst. And I got it from a dude up in the cities, and I guess he shreds and plays like Avenged Sevenfold music, and I was like, hashtag goals. Alrighty, those look the same. I've never plugged a guitar in my life. Go down here. Hopefully I have it. Find my guitar pick. Oh my God. Here. I need a strap. For a few months, probably like 5 months, so I'm not great. This is exciting. I love it. Oh, I could just put a ring on it and marry it. I would do it because it's so beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Would you just look at it? I could have got some lame pink ass one or something like that, but oh, Jesus criminy. Lesson learned, don't touch that. But yeah. Oh God, I like to friggin' barbecue myself. Oh, I was saying that girls always get like pink girly things and I'm just not like that. I'm such a tomboy, but yeah, that is my find. This will keep me accountable. So I started playing the guitar a few months ago. I'm not super great at it, but I'm learning, I'm working on it. Could I afford the guitar? That's questionable, but I wanted it and it was on my mind and I was gonna get it before I left, and the guy still had it. It was just meant to be. I got a good deal on it. It's pretty bitchin'. I'm gonna do some things around the house. I had this bad habit before I left of like watching YouTube videos and kind of screwing around on my phone. That's why I took like a week break off of my phone. And this light bulb in here, I have to pull that sucker out and probably clean some of the dirt off of that because it's been flickering for like a month and I think the light bulb's just taking a shit. So I just have to replace it. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna do today, but I for sure we're gonna do some art, and I'm probably gonna spend a lot of time outside. I don't know if this is gonna be a 1 or 2 day vlog. We'll see. nasty.
Your fucking face tonight! Give me some drink!
Adult when your list of hobbies includes going to the car wash for fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey guys, so we're gonna do a quick grocery haul here. I didn't get a ton, but I did end up stopping at Sam's Club with my dad. We just went to Rochester real quick, and I'm gonna show you what I got here. Because when I got home from Texas, I really didn't have much food, so I got the basics. So I don't have to go grocery shopping for probably 2 or 3 weeks. Alright, excuse my art mess. I got this rotisserie chicken. It's already cooked. It was only $4.98. I did splurge a little bit, and I got this California roll. That was $7.85. And then I got all of this hummus. This was like $4.48, which is a really good steal because it's, I don't know, it expires in June. This whole block of cheese was super cheap. This was about $4.98. I got all of these drumsticks. I think they were $1 something a pound, so I got all of these drumsticks in here for $5. And then I love this coconut oil at Sam's Club because usually I'll get like a tiny little container. I'll show you here. So this alone at Walmart was like, I think I paid $10 for it. And then, which you compare it to this one is, let's see, 29 ounces, and then this is 56 ounces, so you're getting almost double in here, and I paid $8.98 for it, and it was cheaper than this, and I got almost twice as much. I got some Folgers coffee. I buy it in bulk because, I don't know, it's just a lot cheaper that way. I used to splurge on Starbucks, but especially not having a 9 to 5 anymore. I'm on a budget. I got all of this honey here for like $9.98, and then these packages, there's like these big bag of vegetables, which, I mean, I have a ton of food here to last me a while. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen before that I buy my beef in bulk. I'll buy a quarter of a cow every year, so I do have beef. So when I say that these groceries will last me a few weeks, it's because I already have a bunch of stuff on hand, like meat-wise. But yeah, anyway, getting back to these bags, these are like 7 something a piece, and you get 4 bags in each big bag, so. Are you a psychopath? Are you a psychopath? Yes, are you psycho? Yeah. I don't know what she's mad at me about this time. Obviously something I did wrong. She usually beats her toy up when she's mad. So I'm excited to announce that I officially accomplished my goal today and I finished painting this skateboard. I looked back at the clock and I realized that it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so I have probably 8 or 9 hours invested into painting this just today. I don't exactly know how many hours for the entire project, but I know it was anywhere between 30 and 40 hours into this. I kind of wanted to have a real chat with you guys about being an artist and knowing your worth and pricing and stuff like that. If you're anybody like me, you know that being an artist can be very hard, and pricing your stuff can really be hard because there are people out there who don't want to pay us for our time, and I think that a lot of times people don't really recognize how much time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears we put into a piece. They don't really see the frustration. I think people have this imaginary view of artists as like, oh, all they do is just drink coffee and paint and stuff. Like, I'm not joking when I tell you that I get so frustrated with some pieces that I want to punch a hole through them because I'm just over it. it, and they're frustrating, and emotions we're working through. It could be anything from just painting things that you've never painted before. There was this big canvas. The biggest canvas I ever painted in my life was a 3x4 foot. And let me tell you, I painted grass for 3 to 4 hours. I didn't even want to look at grass outside. I was so sick of freaking grass by the time I got done with that project. But I don't think that people really realize how much time you put into these pieces, and the people who don't want to pay you for your time aren't the ones that you want to be buying your art anyway. So, and I know that might be cliche to sound because I don't sell a ton of original pieces, but I'll tell you one thing. I would rather know my worth and hang them up and enjoy them myself than give them away for $200 a piece, because that is a disservice to yourself. And people can have their own views, people can have their own opinions about it, but it's just the fact of the reality is these are pieces that we hold near and dear to our hearts, and we spend a lot of time on these. It's not like we look at a picture and just paint what we see. I'm like, these are visions that I see. These are things that I see in my mind. Like, and knowing everything that I've gone through in the last decade and running away from art for almost 8 years and then pouring all of this energy into these pieces, it's a whole milestone for my life, and people don't know that. So I just wanted to spread awareness about knowing your worth and knowing your value and not giving your stuff away. I also wanted to talk about being an artist and people kind of having the expectation. I don't even know how to address this without sounding egotistic or having a big head. And this is just my opinion, and it's not going to change probably ever, but I feel like there's this big expectation people place on me, or this obligation of teaching people how to do art. There are teachers out there. There are people that love to teach. There are people that have a passion for teaching. But I think one of the things that makes me cringe the most lately is people wanting me to teach them how to do art. I feel very honored that they feel brave enough to ask me, but that's not where my heart is right now. That's not my vision. That's not my purpose in life. Like, I would rather take that time and invest it into the things that I'm already doing, because I already have enough irons in the fire. My day is consumed. I'm constantly working. I'm constantly thinking new ideas. I'm content creating. I'm posting on 4 social media platforms, my art. I'm doing art markets during the summer. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I make the inventory, I do the packaging, I put all of this energy and effort into it, and the last thing I want to do at the end of the day is paint something for somebody for free or teach them how to do something and not be compensated for my time, because just because it takes me an hour to teach somebody how to do something, or however, it doesn't matter how much time it is. I spent several years acquiring those skills, and I don't think that it's right to just give it away for free. If it's like a niece or nephew, that's completely different, because I don't know, because I want to do it. I would want to teach my niece or nephew how to do something, because that is important to me. That's something I hold close to my heart. But hey guys, me here editing this video in my morning glory face. You're welcome. I did want to add a couple points to this video because I don't want to steer people in the wrong direction or get the wrong idea of what I was trying to say. After I filmed that little section, I ended up watching this podcast. I think it was about Matthew Hussey and he's a newlywed, and he does like a lot of stuff like love therapy, and I watch a lot of that stuff. I have been for years to like learn about relationships. Well, long story short, they were talking about Matthew McConaughey, and he used to be in like all the rom-coms. You've seen him in like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and if I'm not mistaken, this might not exactly be how it is, but this is just like the basics of it. So here's my point. There is power in saying no to things, and I've learned that throughout the years, and I've said yes to so many things, and I've spread myself too thin, and I said yes to a lot of things that I didn't want to do. Are there still things that I say yes to that I don't want to do? Yeah, because that's just life and that's just adulting. But like when it comes to a business standpoint, or it comes to things that I like to do as far as like music or art and stuff, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it, because my heart's not going to be 100%, and I'm not living to my true authenticity. I'm doing it out of what other people are going to feel like. And if I keep doing that, I'm going to continue to be unhappy in my life, if that makes any sense. But to get back to Matthew McConaughey, he had this movie offer, and he didn't even like the script. And then he said no to it, and then they offered him like an ungodly amount of money, and he still said no because he wanted to do other kinds of movies instead of rom-coms. And it took him saying no to a lot of money to get where he wanted to go in life, because I don't know, one thing that I've learned in life is people will make us feel guilty about the things that we want to do in our life, or if we say no. People are very good about manipulating us to feeling bad about saying no, and there is power in saying no. It's honoring yourself, and it's not in an egotistical standpoint that I'm saying, like, no, say no to everything and don't help anybody out. Like, I'm down to help a friend. I will help a friend. I'll be there for somebody. I'll listen to them, that kind of thing. But when it comes down to people just wanting to use me to teach them things, and it's not about me getting anything in return, it's just that I don't want to do that. I don't want to teach people how to do things. And I know I may have over-explained this, but I just wanted to be as clear as mud because I didn't want people to get the wrong idea that I'm being a bitch or anything like that. So yeah, this is what I'm saying, and that's what it is. I don't find joy in teaching, but I know that that was a long rambling session, but I brought it up to my dad today, and the best way I could describe it is, okay, say your friend's an engineer and you're hanging out with them. Just because they're an engineer, you don't expect them to teach you engineering stuff. Like, I know that it's a completely different field, but you get what I'm saying. You don't work at a grocery store. Like, say your friend works at a grocery store and then they come over to your house and you're like, oh, can you like teach me how to work in a grocery store? Like, no, they're not on the clock. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents about it. Maybe I sound egotistic or whatever, but just because somebody's an artist doesn't mean that they want to teach somebody how to do their craft. Yeah, I'm gonna get off my soapbox for a second, but yeah, that's just one thing that's really been bothering me, and I wanted to talk about it on here. I was gonna go for a walk outside, but it's currently 38 degrees and the wind is ferocious and it's pretty freaking cold outside, so I think I'm just gonna kick it on the treadmill. I've been struggling with finding the motivation. I've really been having to push myself to get things done. I replaced the light bulb, I cleaned the bathroom, the kitchen sink, I did a bunch of other stuff like that today, and I did really get a lot of stuff done, but I didn't want to do any of it. And I'm like, what the hell's going on with me? Because I've been struggling with this ever since I quit my job, because I've been recovering from this insane feeling of burnout, and I can't believe it's been almost 3 months since I haven't had a job, and I'm still recovering from burnout, and I'm just so tired, and I don't want to do things. Like, I didn't even want to pick up my vlogging camera at certain points today. I'm like, what the hell? Something's not right. So it's just like, it's a key indicator that I'm struggling with depression, and I think that it's just something that I'm going to continue to be very open about, because I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, oh, I had depression and I'm cured or anything like that, because that's just not the case. I still struggle with it. I still have my days, and I especially know I'm struggling with depression when I'm irritable, and I've been very irritable the last couple of days, and I have no reason to be irritable. I have no reason to be crabby. It's these feelings that I'm struggling with, and I'm trying to channel them into my art or journal about it, about how I'm feeling and stuff. But yeah, that's an artist's mind for you. It's just in my feelings a lot of times, and I've been getting better about that, but I still have my days, and recovering from burnout's kind of a bitch, to be honest with you. I'm very grateful I have this time. I can't say that enough, but I didn't know that it would take this long. I did research, and sometimes it can take people 1 to 2 years to recover from burnout, so I'm just like, wow. But anyway, I'm gonna get my butt on the treadmill, even though I don't want to, because it's good for my brain. Ooh, before I get on the treadmill, we're gonna do a grand reveal of a skateboard. Ready for it? Drum roll, cue it, and da-da-da-da! It is done. Sorry, it's pretty dark in here because it's pretty gloomy outside, but I had pieces of tape up there, and then I took them off after I was done painting, and then I'd made like it looks like goo or dripping paint. And then the name of this piece is called Taking My Power Back. This is dedicated to my beef with TikTok and them shadow banning me several different times. So I figured out a way, if any of you watched my last video, or if you know anything about the situation, TikTok kept banning one of my posts, and I didn't even know why. I don't know, I tried posting it 4 or 5 different times and it wasn't posting. So the last time what I ended up doing was not posting any words on it. I waited like a week and a half, and it worked. And yeah, it went through the algorithm. So this is Taking My Power Back. Got some birds to represent letting go. The skeleton's stuck, but they're taking their power back. Classic. Yeah. what it looks like. I don't wanna, but I'm doing it anyway. Approximately 1 hour later. Oh my god, I did not want to. And I honestly didn't enjoy like any second of that, but I'm excited I did it. So if you're watching this video and you're feeling down in the dumps, go exercise even if you don't feel like it. I did it. I set out a goal to be on there for 1 hour. I didn't even want to do 2 minutes, and I did 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I'm proud of myself today. That's accomplished. And I was gonna dye my hair today at some point because the color's really fading in it. Sorry, I have to kind of duck because I'm such a giraffe, and I broke my smaller tripod, so you're sitting on top of some clear coat polyurethane can thing. So yeah, I do want to dye my hair at some point. Also, I was gonna add that walk made me feel a lot better, even though I didn't want to do it. I feel like my brain is like refreshed, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I did end up adding a coat of polyurethane stuff on top of this because I noticed when I did the spray clear coat, the wood wasn't drying it up, so this looks solid. So that's actually glossy on the wood part, so I added this. I might end up doing another coat because I really want to make sure that this is covered. So just say if a skateboarder buys it and they want to use it, that way I know like the paint's good and I'll feel confident about it. I just really want to make sure that I have a good solid clear coat on there. You can kind of see it there. I am going to dye my hair. I have this leftover strawberry leopard stuff. I highly underestimated how much dye is in these bottles. They're 8 ounces, but there's so much in there. Like, this is the 3rd time I'm using it. And then I have this leftover red Manic Panic. I don't have a ton left, so I might have to either dip into the pink or dye my hair more purple this time, but we'll see. Again, I'm on a budget and I'm trying to use up what I already have, so I don't know. The color fades pretty quick, especially in Texas, or if I'm in water swimming, or if I'm in the sun. Words are not coming gracefully to me today, but yeah, the heat and water. Oh my god, I did it again. The sun and the water really make it fade. So I was gonna hold off and dye it tomorrow because I think I might be going to the gym, but also, god, I look like a raccoon. I'm a raccoon. I also just wanted to ensure that my hair was done when I did my skateboard reveal online because I want to look good for social media. It's not that I don't look good, I just want to freshen up my hair, self-care. Don't be afraid of my gloves. I've said this before, but I got really sick and tired of those thin, chintzy gloves. And I thought, why not use gloves that people use for cleaning? I ain't gonna stain my fingers that way. Genius. I'm a unicorn. The necklace is white, I don't need to stain it. Some pink in there that actually turned out pretty sweet. I started with the purple, which turned out good. I actually still have some left over, and then I put in red on this side and I realized I didn't have a ton, so then I took this top here and I like slowly sectioned it off until I ran out of red, and then I added pink in here, so it looks pretty cute. But yeah, thank you for watching today's vlog. I'm gonna end it here. My eyes are bloodshot. I have no idea why they're so dang red today, but apparently I must need the beauty sleep, so I'm gonna hit the hay, probably watch a little bit of YouTube, and then go to bed. But the walk worked, and self-care worked, and I feel a lot better. So if you're watching this today, this is your sign to do something that's self-care if you're feeling down in the dumps. And even if you're happy, do something nice for yourself, because why not? Bye, everybody!
Peace out, homies.